So if you think you've came onto this video to actually think I'm going to offer you marriage advice, you'd be right. And the reason I'm going to give you some marriage advice is, if it keeps your wife happy, then everything in life is just happy, or trust me. So welcome back to the Burning Gas Haul and Ass Garage, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video on Sarah's Indian Chief. No, it's not an Indian video today. We're actually doing a video based on Sarah's Softail Slim today. You can probably see Sarah in my shadow here to my left. She's obviously getting herself ready to come through the bike. So what we're doing today is we're actually taking Sarah's Softail Slim S to Harley Davidson. She's getting new levers fitted to both her clutch and her brake. Long story short, years ago, Mrs. Burning Gas was involved in a car accident and hurt her hands. Her poor wee party hands, that she likes to call them, when she used to go raving and stuff. So what happens now is when she's riding her bike, she gets a lot of fatigue in her hands. So as a responsible husband, there was two options here. There was either buy another motorcycle, which wasn't definitely not happening, or it was get the cheaper option and get the new levers installed at Harley Davidson. And that's what I mean. This will save your marriage. It will save you a fortune buying new motorcycles. Okay, so no arguments. Get the levers fitted, and that'll do. So we're going to go on the bikes. We're going to ride through. I'm going to hand you over to Sarah, and she's going to tell you all about it in the next part of the video. So see you on the road.
So, hi everyone, Gareth's handed over to me, and here I am out in Glasgow. I am just on my way to West Coast Harley Davidson to pick up my new levers, and hopefully one of the guys will be able to fit them for me today as well while I'm here, which would be really great. And then I can let you guys know what I think of them when I get back home. So as Gareth kind of mentioned briefly there, I was involved in a car accident a good amount of years ago now, to be honest with you, and I broke bones in both of my hands from the impact. I was quite young at the time, so I kind of gripped the steering wheel on impact, and the shock waves went up through my hands and broke bones in both my hands. So the only downfall about my Slim is that these hydraulic clutch levers, they aren't adjustable. So thankfully there is a brand that have brought out a really good set of adjustable levers for the Softail Slim S, and that's what we have ordered and what we're going to pick up today. And hopefully one of the lovely guys through here will also pop them on for me. I believe it's not a hard job, it's quite a quick job to do, so let's see if we can get them fitted and see what it's like on the journey back. I tend to have the struggle with more of a low speed manoeuvres on this bike with the clutch. That's where the issue kicks in for me. The reach is just a little bit too much, and because of the torque in this particular bike, it really gets me when I go to release like that. As you can see, hopefully it really is quite snatchy. So that's what we're through here to get fixed today. These replaced, and they'll be adjustable. There'll be like a little lever here that will turn her off that will replace where that pin is. There'll be like a lever on top, and then you can adjust them. So here we are, all fitted with the new Oberons. This is a lever here. There's a little number that tells you what setting they're on. This is 3 right now in the middle. They go up to 6. So 6 the furthest away and 1 the closest. So I'm going to give these a little try on the way home. The traffic is a bit crazy, so we'll see how we get on. I've been given some good advice on what to do to start off with. But that is how they look. I just went for the standard design. So they just look fairly, I'm just wanting to keep this bike fully standard. And this is the Slim that it's on. I love this bike as it is, so we've been trying to keep any modification to just be as close to original as possible. So by getting these levers on, You know, they look from a distance just to look like standard brake and clutch levers. And obviously you already know about the Reinhardts on there as well. We kept that same look with the long pipes. It's just the difference is when you start it up and you hear it. So there we are, all ready to hit the road. Let's go see how they are. I'm not sure if I said in the video that I've taken, that I've put in of the close-up of these, what setting I've actually got them on, but we've actually adjusted it to be setting 5 out of 6, which is the furthest away setting, closer to standard. But what they have said is with some of the touring models of this bike, that what they have found is that even on them far out as they'll go, that it's still closer in, if that makes any sense, than the standard levers. So let's just see how we get on. And maybe soon I'll get away from wearing these little Harley gloves, which I only wear because they are easier for this clutch. So now that I've got this like this, I'm actually going to put them right out. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm actually going to pop them out to the furthest away settings and let's see how we get on. Let's hit the road and see how we get on with these. Now I'm going to go the long way back. Just to get a grip of what, of what they're like. And right away on setting 6, it's crazy how much of a difference on setting 6 it is, far less on any other setting. I was right into second gear there. Let's pop you down and keep the wind out of you guys. See how we get on with this. So just gonna do a little bit around here because I am going straight on the motorway, and on the motorway all the way home I just want to make sure that I do feel comfortable riding the bike with the new levers. But you can feel right away it's like literally how crazy quick it is to get into gear now compared to what it was before. I'll be delighted to have that kind of strain taken off my hands, especially with the injuries that I've had to my hands, just to take that strain and stress off of them and the bones and things in my hand, the tendons, all that kind of thing. That'll be just nice to feel a bit freer on the bike and not have that kind of worry. I do tend, as I've maybe already said, I do tend to find that the issues that I have are more at slower speed. So pulling away out of junctions in traffic, manoeuvring the bike around, that's where I find the issues. So hopefully we won't have those issues. But what we are going to have is traffic. And that traffic up there is where we're going to be headed into. Fun times. Strange though, it feels like a different bike. So I thought what I would do is do a little sit down talk about what I think about the Oberon levers, just like what Gareth did the other week there when he sat down and gave you guys an overview of what he thought on the Indian Chief. So I've had the levers now fitted for a couple of weeks. As you can maybe tell from behind me, I'm actually not out on the Slim today. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in another video that will be coming out after this one. So the Oberon levers are definitely something that I wish I had done to the Slim ages ago. When I first heard that you could get adjustable levers for the Slim, I tried to shrug it off that it wasn't something that I needed to do, and to get them done I thought that it was going to be a huge cost to get done and a difficult job. And what I should have done is looked into it more, where I would have found that the actual cost to get them done isn't really too bad in the great scheme of things. They came in at about £200 fully fitted, inclusive of VAT and everything like that, and they came in stock within a few days. From ordering them, they were in, and that was we ordered through our Harley Davidson dealer. They come in a number of colours, so you can change the colour and the style of the actual lever itself. You can change the colour of the little adjuster on the top as well. I've just went for gloss black to tie in with the gloss on the rest of the Slim, just so it doesn't really look too out of place. I am very much the kind of person who, if I'm going to do modifications to that bike, they are going to be really quite subtle. So as much as changing the exhaust and therefore sounding a lot louder isn't quite subtle, the look of it is subtle, and I like that. So I'm so glad that we went down that route. As I say, I wish I had done it ages before. The gloves that I have been wearing to ride that bike, I had really been struggling with it, and now it's just you can ride it with ease. I don't feel the strain on my hands any longer. If I am stuck in traffic, like what you can probably hear going by me right now, I'm not finding that ache and that strain as much, as well as when I get home. I'm not finding the ache and the strain in my hands later in the day, which is something that will happen unfortunately as I get older. The bones I broke were bones in here and in here. That's what I broke, as I say, in a car accident a while back, and unfortunately it's something that the way that the bones have healed, they give me a bit of ache. But hey, it's life. At least I can still ride a motorcycle at the end of the day. At least it's not something that's stopped me being able to do that, and I'm grateful for that. So I am going to stop blabbering on. I'm going to pop a description and a little link to the Oberon levers that I got in the description below this video, so you can see them for yourself and see if it's something that you think would be useful for you. The feedback that I've heard from other people who have had them fitted to different motorcycles, like not just ones like the Slim, but other types of motorcycles, they have loved them and again wish they had got them sooner. So definitely something to consider if you are struggling with a clutch that is not adjustable like mine was. So thank you all for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one, and take care, ride safe.